All right, these are a little trickier. Factoring trinomials of the type ax squared plus bx plus c. Before we didn't have the a. So now you're going to see a number in front of that variable squared. Factor 6n squared plus 23n plus 7. Here's the steps I want you to remember. First thing you're going to do is factor out the greatest common factor, if there is one. 6, 23, and 7, nothing goes into all three of those except for 1. They don't all have n's, so that step is not needed. Step 2, we're going to multiply a times c. So if we do that here, a is 6, c is 7. 6 times 7 is 42. Cool. Step 3 is going to be find factors of AC. Find factors of AC with the sum, which means they add up to B. So we are looking for factors of 42 that add up to 23. So it could be 1 times 42, could be 2 times 21, 3 times 14, or 6 times 7. Which set gives us 23? And you would say, oh, that's 2 and 21. Now, we know that this multiplied to positive 42, so they would have to both be the same symbol. So if they add up to positive 23, we would know they'd have to both be positive numbers. So, step 4 then is to split B, and then step 5 will be factor each side. Now I'll show you what that means in a second. So, splitting this middle term, 23n, we are going to split it into 2n plus 21n. And it doesn't matter if you put the 21n first or the 2n first. It's all going to work out the same. But let's say I put 2n first. Oh, sorry, that's an x. Plus 2n and plus 21n. So we just split that 23n into two parts. We're going to bring down the first term, 6n squared, and we're going to bring down the last term, 7. And then it says factor each side. So we are going to look for a common factor. 6n squared plus 2n, the greatest common factor would be 2n. 2n times 3n would give us 6n squared. And 2n times 1 would give us 2n. Cool. Now look at the other side. 21n plus 7, they have 7 in common, positive 7. 7 times 3n would give us 21n, and 7 times 1 would give us 7. Now look at the two sets of parentheses. 3n plus 1, 3n plus 1. Crazy! So we're ready for our final answer. For our final answer, what they have in parentheses together, the 3n plus 1, goes in one of the sets of parentheses, and it doesn't matter which one you put it in. The other set of parentheses is going to be the greatest common factors that we took out, the 2n plus 7. This is the final answer. What should you do if you want to check this? Foil it out, bros. 3n times 2n, 6n squared. 3n times 7, 21n. 1 times 2n is 2n. 1 times 7 is 7. 21n plus 2n is 23n. Cool, that's the original problem. Now, I'm going to show you another way that you can also do these problems. It's a little bit faster, but a lot of the steps are very similar. So, this is a great way that you can always do it. It's called factoring by grouping. But I'm going to show you another tool on the next time we do it.